Oh, happy holidays to all of you. Today is Christmas, and I know by the time you see this, it'll be a few days after Christmas. I'm recording all the videos today on Christmas, and I'm going to upload them close to New Year's. And so, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy motherfucking New Year. Now, listen, if you hear any sounds from downstairs, I have family here and kids and people's active, so I apologize. But I couldn't have some content film and then not uploading onto the channel during this time because I know some of you guys want to be entertained, and so I'm gonna give you some good content to laugh at and to keep you guys entertained. This video here is for the Dragon Ball fans out there. I read Dragon Ball Super manga chapter, what was it, 199, whatever, the end of Dragon Ball Superhero. First off, let me take these glasses off because I see the glare and the flare back in the eyes. Let me take the glasses off. I have to say, out of all of the arcs so far, since I already seen Superhero last summer, whatever, about 2 years now, yeah. I wasn't looking forward to the arc. And the way that it ended was completely different in the movie. Even though Gohan still shot Cell in the head and he blew up, this time Piccolo held him in the air. And I mean, I remember Piccolo had him on the ground, head down, but they redid everything. The manga is always gonna be a little bit different than if you see it in anime form. But ultimately, we seen the fight with Goku and Vegeta at the end. Pretty much after Cell died, you know, all the Pan can fly and this, that, and the third, and 18's mad at Dr. Hito. It was a lot of just innuendo, corny ass shit. And then the chapter ends, and then there's already a slot for next month for the next part to come out, or the next arc to come out. And that's what this video is about. Superhero was over with, and honestly, that arc for the most part was horrible. A waste of time in my book, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. The next arc, everybody is speculating a lot. A lot of people are speculating that that's going to be the end of Super, and then we're going to jump into Daima. Now, I still believe that Dragon Ball Daima is something completely different than Super, and I still believe that that's going to take place after Super. I don't see why Daima will be the next continuation of something that doesn't have anything to do with Super. The particular chapter is directly tied into Super. It wouldn't be called Dragon Ball Super Chapter 100 if it's gonna be some Daima shit. So that right there can be debunked just by looking at it from that point of view. And about Daima, I'm still on the fence about even giving it a chance. I know a lot of people is throwing in the fact that they're stripping powers and stuff away, so it's gonna be like straight in your window. You have to know how to fight without relying on ki and stuff, and that is kind of intriguing. But I don't want to see them do it as kids. Why couldn't they strip the powers and keep them adults and do it? You know what I mean? So I'm still on the fence about that. But I believe the next arc is going to be as follows, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. This is me speculating. This is me looking at how the last few arcs done went. I believe that we're going to get some more Oob time. I believe the next arc is going to be based on a particular margin that is Oob. That may be, I don't know, coming back to life. I think Goku's going to run into Oob. He's going to train Oob, you know, during this time of peace. And I believe that during that training, you know, Oob is going to release Kid Buu. Now, I understand, well, if Kid Buu come back, there is no way that he could be Goku them. Yeah, I get that. But you know they're going to give him a big power, right? If Goku is training Oob, and then Goku's trying to teach Oob God Ki, and Oob figured it out at say, if we get the time skip, they'll put Oob somewhere close to 10, 11 years old, if we get the time skip. Then I can see that being the next arc. Because we got Cell, we got Frieza. Why not give us Majin Buu back, right? And then I believe all hell's going to break loose. And I think that's going to be the fight that's going to put Goku and Vegeta on a pedestal to be able to deal with Black Frieza in the final arc. If they have Frieza as the final arc. I don't want them to rush to Black Frieza. I want them to take their time and get into Black Frieza. Because like I say, it's a lot there with Frieza. Once you kill Frieza, you pretty much done ended Super at that point. Because think about it, guys. Without Frieza, right? I want you to think about what I'm about to say. Without Frieza, you wouldn't got Broly back. Without Frieza, you wouldn't have got Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I understand that Super Saiyan God was the first form, right? And Goku and Vegeta wanted to train, and that through that training, they unlocked their form. But you gotta look at it. If it wasn't for Frieza being resurrected, it wouldn't have been no need to see those forms unless they would have gave you just another villain that would have pushed them to unlock the forms anyway. So without Frieza, you wouldn't have got that. Well, why Frieza? I'm gonna give you another example. How did Goku become a Super Saiyan in Z? It took Frieza to push him over the edge. So, of course, him going Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and Vegeta going Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan against the likes of Frieza made sense. Because Vegeta always wanted to go Super Saiyan against Frieza. Now he had to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. So, I want them to build to that because, like I say, Frieza's what's keeping them hungry right now. And if you're rushing in too quick and then you kill Frieza, did they mature their forms enough to say, okay, they reached the pinnacle? It could be too soon. So I want them to at least milk 2 more arcs before we get to Frieza. So I would like to see a Kid Buu. That's just my speculation. I think the next arc gonna be somewhere. It's gonna tie into a margin. You brought back Cell, made him retarded, pretty much, and you brought back Frieza and put the motherfucker on steroids. All right. So you bring back Kid Buu. Well, Margin Buu, all right? Let's say you bring back Margin Buu. He reabsorbs the Fat Buu. Since the Fat Buu was the original Supreme Kai, he has some God Ki in him. You reabsorb that Buu, and then Oo's been being trained, so now you have Oo's abilities with you. You have a Margin that is hell-bent on destruction at that point. And so the Goku Vegeta, I know Broly's gonna be in the mix. That could be a lot. That's it's margin. Look how strong Kid Buu was in Z. You give him a good enough power up with God Ki, even though God Ki already means shit nowadays, but you push his powers and put on level Goku and Vegeta's, you're gonna have a guy that isn't bounded by emotions, number one. Number two, you're just a outright tyrant. It's gonna take a lot to beat that type of person. And so that's how you evolve Goku in their form. And then let's say after that arc, we get the Universe 6 arc, the Saiyan arc, Plans to Dollar. That don't even intrigue me anymore, honestly, because they're getting too strong. Of course, Universe 6 will have some strong fighters in it, no doubt. But nah, I would like to go see Jiren's World or something like that, and really push Goku in his power. Matter of fact, let's go to Universe 1, 5, 8, and what's the other one? Let me see, 1, 5, 8, and what's the number 13? Shit, 1 and 5 are the same. 8 and 12, 8 and 12, yeah, whatever. The exempts fucking universes. You guys know what I'm talking about. 1 and 12, 8 and 5, yeah, they all make 13. So you give us that. Those are the strongest universes that was exempt from the tournament of power. Let's see how Goku fares up in those sagas, and then we get Black Frieza. Then we can get the real fight. Then we can get that. Then after that, you can end Super, or give us one last tournament of power with all the all the God destructions going against their strongest mortals in their respective universes, and then if the God destruction can wipe out, not kill them, but defeat, right, their universes, then it just come down to the strongest God destructions, and then whoever wins, they win it all, and that universe thus wins. Or if the strongest mortal knock off their gods, at that point, hey, can you say that the gods are replaceable? You know what I mean? And most likely it'll come down to Goku and Vegeta going against Beerus. I mean, you know, but I still believe Broly's gonna take that throne from Beerus. I think Beerus is gonna groom Broly to be his replacement, because Goku and Vegeta got too much to live for. Broly really don't. So I think that's no reason why they tied Broly into Super. But yeah, that's my opinion. I think Uber's gonna come. Uber's gonna be the next arc a little bit more. I'm hoping we get Majin Buu. I would like to see a Majin Buu resurgence. If you will give us a slow down, retarded Cell, and then you broke it down in the manga, so that means it's gonna probably be in the anime when it comes back, if it comes back. Why not give us a Margin? Why not give us Kid Buu again? Why not do those things? And then that way you can say, well, you brought back all the Z main villains. You brought back Frieza, you brought back Cell, you brought back Buu. Of course, Frieza is going to be the last one standing, because without Frieza, you didn't get Goku, Super Saiyan Goku. Without Frieza, you wouldn't have got Vegeta, even talking about Super Saiyan shit. Without Frieza, you wouldn't have got Broly in this continuity. Without Frieza, Bardock wouldn't have been back in Super. Without Frieza, King Vegeta wouldn't have been back in Super temporarily. You wouldn't have got all those factors into play without Frieza. So Frieza, the Goku, Vegeta, and Broly is like Aizen to Ichigo. You need them. You need both of them. So he's gonna be the last villain, the final arc. And if this is the final arc, I hope they do it right. I hope they take their time, kind of like how Bleach is doing. Take their time, drag it out, make it 3 to 4 parts long, and end it on a good note. So that's my opinion about this last chapter. It sucked. I'm looking forward to the next manga arc, whatever it might be. And then we got Diamond to look forward to, which I'm not really looking forward to it, but I think it's going to be interesting. And before I end it, I forgot to talk about, well, I forgot to show the evidence in the Superman versus Goku round 3 on Death Battle. Goku true Ultra Instinct form is just his side form, or the Omen form, or the fucking side form, whatever. And because in that form, he can go off of his emotions. And then in the full power form, he has to let his body become the judge, right? So even though it would have made a bit of difference in the Superman fight with Goku, technically right now that form is Goku's strongest form, not the gray hair. The gray hair is still, there's still a lot of growing to do, because he has to be able to turn off his emotions, his thoughts, and let his body move on instinct. Now, once Goku can hone in on that, then that form right there will then be his final form. Notice I'm quoting this, right? Because I believe it's going to be one more form. Even in the Frieza battle, I know we're going to get a Gogeta versus Frieza. Well, if an arc happens after that, right, you're going to have to make Goku no stronger. You're going to have to do it. So now I wouldn't have bet that it is, because everybody wants that Beerus fight. So I think Goku will then unleash his true form against Beerus. But his black hair, when he fight against Gas, and he explained to Gas that in that form, I have to let my body make the decisions on its own, and I'm not able to do that. In this form, I can go off my emotions and still utilize the Ultra Instinct abilities in this form. Now, there's still stamina to be had in that form that's drained, but you don't have to worry about that. You know, if he get the job done. The gray form is not really stamina inducing, but it has its drawbacks when he interferes with what his body is trying to do. He can't utilize the full potential of Ultra Instinct. So they went ahead and gave Goku that form in the Superman fight just because. But I believe if Death Battle would have waited until we see Goku mature with the gray hair form, then you possibly could have had an argument that Goku maybe can't hang with Superman, but he still won't be able to defeat Superman. Superman's an actual god. I mean, he's pretty much indestructible. He's pretty much immortal. But he would have had a run for his money. It could have came down to a tie. He could have knocked him unconscious, but he probably wouldn't be able to defeat him. So that's my look back on that. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoy. I got to knock out a couple more videos. But with that being said, that's my take on the Dragon Ball talk right now. So, till the next video, guys, stay safe. I'm out, guys. Peace.